India took over the presidency mantle of the G20 countries very recently in Bali, and this starts from the 1st of December. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what does this mean for India, and what is the message that Prime Minister Modi tried to give in Bali? So there are essentially 4-5 things that he spoke about, and I'm going to discuss each and every one of them before we move on to the next topic. Hi, I'm Major Gaurav Arya, and you're watching Checkmate. Friends, we took over the mantle, we took over the presidency of the G20 countries, and the next G20 meet is going to be here in India. And what did the Prime Minister have to say? What are India's views? What are India's aims? What is India's mission? What is India's vision as far as G20 is concerned? So, number one, India spoke about the Global South. And this is very important because the Global South has a lot of countries that are underdeveloped, and India said that we will speak up for those countries that cannot speak up for themselves. Very importantly, here, there are countries which do not have a voice. There are countries with very small GDPs, very small populations, countries that are malnourished, countries that do not have a voice on any global platform at all. There are countries in Africa, countries in Asia, all over the world for that matter, countries that almost do not matter to the world, to the superpowers. And India said, we will be your voice, we will speak up, and we will, your concerns will be front-ended by India. So this is one promise that India made, apart from Global South. Prime Minister Modi spoke about what we in security circles call non-traditional security. He spoke about energy security, he spoke about food security. He also spoke about peace, by the way. He called for a ceasefire. This is the first time India has used the word ceasefire. You know, he did speak in SU about this not being an era of war. But that was an overall sort of an aim, a vision that India had with respect to the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Here, the Prime Minister was more specific, and he said that we would like a ceasefire, an immediate end to hostilities. Because if the Russia-Ukraine conflict gets out of hand, there is no knowing what level it will spiral to. So these are a few things that the Indians said. There was also this meeting or a simple handshake between Xi Jinping and Prime Minister Modi. And Prime Minister Modi, to his credit, shook hands with Xi Jinping and moved ahead. There were no bilaterals. There were no bilaterals at all between the Chinese and the Indians. And Indians were absolutely sure of this from the word go, that to have normal relations with China, China must pull back from the line of actual control. You're aware that counting both the sides, there are about 1 million men and women face to face, the Indian Army and the PLA, across the line of actual control, which is roughly 3,500 kilometers in length. And Indians said that the Chinese army must disengage, the PLA must disengage from there. There's also this very dramatic scene which is going viral all across the world, and this is to do with the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. And apparently, Justin Trudeau and Xi Jinping had a meeting, and Justin Trudeau spoke to the press about it. Now, this is something that the Chinese don't understand. The Chinese don't understand the concept of a free press. They don't understand how a prime minister can tell everything to the press. So Xi Jinping tried to push Justin Trudeau, tried to bully Justin Trudeau. And to his credit, Justin Trudeau stood up to Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping said that, you know, we had this conversation yesterday and you went and said everything out to the press, to the media. And that is not exactly what happened. I mean, you should not have done it. To which Justin Trudeau said that this is the way we function in Canada. Everything is transparent, everything is open. We don't hide stuff. And this is something that Xi Jinping could not digest. They shook hands, Xi Jinping walked off. But I think these images of Justin Trudeau and Xi Jinping are the most dramatic images of the G20 summit. Ladies and gentlemen, closer to home, our western borders, Pakistan. What the Pakistani government of Shehbaz Sharif is trying to do is make amendments in the Pakistan Army Act, PAA. Earlier, whenever a senior serving officer was to be given an extension, what they would do is it would go to Parliament, it would go to the National Assembly, and there would be a long and circuitous route, after which it would get approved. That is how General Bajwa got his extension also. He was supposed to serve for 3 years, then it became 3 plus 3. And General Bajwa has now served for 6 years. He retires on the 29th of November. Now, according to this latest correction in the Pakistan Army Act and the notification which has to be passed through Cabinet, which it will be in a couple of days, you don't have to go through the National Assembly, you don't have to go through the Parliament. All you have to do is ensure that, it is just a simple notification signed by the Prime Minister of Pakistan that such and such general or such and such brigadier, whoever it is, gets an extension. It's as simple as that. Now, on one hand, General Bajwa is going all across Pakistan to the military cantonment saying goodbye. And this is a tradition that even the Indian Army follows. The US Army, the British Army, almost all the professional armies in the world follow this tradition of the outgoing Army Chief going to various formations and saying goodbye. It's supposed to be an emotional moment. The Army Chief is going, the new general is coming in, and all this is happening. It's a ceremonial thing to say goodbye. And it is part of tradition that General Bajwa is doing. But with Pakistan, you never know. I was wondering, and I thought I'll share this with you. I was wondering, why is it that this is the time the Shehbaz Sharif government chose to actually make corrections in the Pakistan Army Act and say that, okay, for a general officer or anybody else to be given an extension, all it requires is a letter from the Prime Minister or from the government for that matter. What does it mean? Does it mean that what General Bajwa is doing is just an eyewash to hoodwink Imran Khan and the opposition? And actually what he wants to do is continue for some time? Is this what Shehbaz Sharif wants? Let General Bajwa continue till August so that the elections are quote unquote taken care of? I don't know. And with Pakistan, I guess nobody knows, not even the Pakistanis. You never know which surprise they will spring at the last moment on themselves. Pakistanis are experts at springing surprises on themselves, never the enemy. And this has happened again and again. The US State Department spokesperson Vedant Patel says that, a stable, prosperous Pakistan is in everybody's interest. It is in the interest of global security, regional stability, etc., etc., etc. Now, this is what America has been saying all along, the world has been saying all along. These homilies are repeated again and again. I have never understood the logic of a stable Pakistan being good for the world. Because an economically prosperous Pakistan is something which has to be funded from outside. There is nothing Pakistan is doing so that it becomes economically prosperous. Pakistan has to be funded for it to be economically prosperous. Now, the Americans have said it. So, the Americans are expected to fund Pakistan. He also said, and I have my notes here, that, to Imran Khan's remarks that Imran Khan did the mother of all U-turns actually. Ever since he's been ousted from power, he's been saying that there has been a US-led conspiracy to oust me, and the army was involved, and Shehbaz Sharif and the that time opposition parties now in power, they were involved, and with the government, he even named a middle-level American diplomat and said that this person orchestrated my government's downfall. Now suddenly Imran Khan takes the mother of all U-turns and says that no, all this is behind me and it doesn't matter. So this has left Pakistanis in a state of shock, because that was the center of gravity of Imran Khan's agitation. Imported Hukumat Na Manzoor, which essentially means imported government is not acceptable. We do not accept an imported government. Bajwa traitor, he called his own army chief a traitor. And suddenly Imran Khan backtracks and says two things, two very important things. Number one, he says that I will watch from the sidelines the elevation of the next Lieutenant General to the office of the Chief of Army Staff. This essentially means that Imran Khan will not interfere or not put in his street power or not try to pressurize the government to have a chief of his choice. What suddenly happened? What took the wind out of Imran Khan's sails? This is something that we must think about and consider. And second, most importantly, he says, You know, this whole thing about the American conspiracy, it's now in the past. As I said, it has left many Pakistanis in a state of shock because this was the center of gravity. This was, you know, the entire hook of Imran Khan's argument. But as Vedant Patel, you know, the US State Department spokesperson says that this entire thing was always untrue. He says, and ultimately we will not let propaganda, misinformation and disinformation get in the way of any bilateral relationship, including a valued bilateral partner or partnership with Pakistan. This is what the State Department says, that this is misinformation, this is disinformation. And Imran Khan is not doing himself any favors by actually saying that, yeah, sure, I lied. You know, so what? This is effectively what Imran Khan has said. I've always been saying, and I've said it in Checkmate. You know, people said regarding this entire assassination bid, did Imran Khan get himself shot for sympathy? Was Imran Khan telling his own people that, come on, shoot me a couple of times so people love me more and there is a sympathy wave and I ride to power on that sympathy wave? I said no. And this is something I'm willing to repeat again here. No. Imran Khan did not orchestrate this. This was not a so-called false flag operation. What it was the ISI telling Imran Khan that this is a warning shot. Come back home, nobody will say anything, pipe down, cool down. And this is exactly what happened and has been happening. Ever since Imran Khan got shot, he went to the hospital, he showed up with those plastered legs. While he's addressing the foreign media, Imran Khan is visibly toning down his rhetoric. I think the message has been passed loudly and clearly to Imran Khan by the establishment. Imran Khan is toning down his rhetoric. Now, he no longer blasts America and says that there is a foreign conspiracy. He no longer says that the army is trying to kill me, though he did name one officer, but then he went to great lengths to explain that, you know, saying that I'm suspicious of one officer does not mean I'm suspicious about the entire Pakistan army. And he gave various examples that if one person in PTI, which is Imran Khan's party, is corrupt, that does not mean PTI is corrupt. And so on and so forth. The fact of the matter is, in Pakistan, they jokingly call this, you know, software updation. When somebody is hauled in by the establishment and the screws are turned, the Pakistanis say, iska software update ho gaya. And I think Imran Khan's software has been updated somewhere. So what Imran Khan is doing is toning down the rhetoric. There is no longer this entire conspiracy theory about the Americans trying to oust his government. And as I have pointed out in the past, and so have many other Pakistan watchers from India, Imran Khan himself says that he had no power when he was the Prime Minister. Imran Khan has gone on record to say that it was the establishment, the Pakistan army, that controlled everything and he was absolutely powerless to do anything. If that be the case, why would the Americans oust a Prime Minister who was a mere puppet in the hands of the establishment or the very powerful Pakistan army? Why would they do that? Why would you oust a powerless man? This is again a major contradiction in what Imran Khan says one day and he says the next. A day back there was an interview by Shahzeb Khanzada, a very popular anchor on television, you know, Geo News anchor, in which he got a person from Dubai on his show, and this person actually said that, you know, the very famous case of Imran Khan selling the Toshakhana gifts, the watch, the bracelet, the pen, adding up to approximately US $2.5 million. He says that I was the person who bought it, and he showed those gifts. Now, nobody from the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has said even once that no, those are not the gifts and this man is lying. Even Imran Khan, he has not said that those gifts that this man is showing on television are fake. No. What Imran Khan is saying is, how can you believe a man who is wanted? Incidentally, this man, Zahoor, is wanted by the Interpol on various issues, and there is a notice against him initiated by Pakistan. And this is what Imran Khan says. Zahoor, on the other hand, says that a very close confidant of Imran Khan's wife, a lady by the name of Farah Gujar or Farah Gogi or Farah Shehzadi. Now, these are the same people with three different names. I don't know how it works out, but apparently it's the done thing in Pakistan now. Farah Gujar, Farah Gogi and Farah Shehzadi are the same persons. And this lady is a very, very close friend of Bushra Bibi, who's Imran Khan's third wife. And people in Pakistan say that Imran Khan actually accepts money through this. She's the conduit. She's the person who takes money on behalf of Imran Khan. Imran Khan, on the surface of it, likes to maintain a very clean image. After all, he's making Riyasat-e-Madina. And you can't be making Riyasat-e-Madina if you're selling state property. Now, what has happened is that this lady, that is what Zahoor says, she came to me and she said, you know, here is the stuff given by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. These are the gifts. And these cost millions of US dollars. Please buy it. So what Imran Khan did was, according to Pakistani law, that Imran Khan tweaked a little. What he did was, he bought these entire things for a fraction of their market cost. And he sold them at a massive premium. This led to a loss of about $1 billion Pakistani rupees to the National Exchequer. And this is what the entire Toshakhana controversy is about. Imran Khan got very upset, obviously, and he said, Shahzeb Khanzada, the journalist, who exposed this on Geo News, I'm going to file cases against him. This is what Imran Khan said in Pakistan, in UAE, in London, everywhere. I'm going to file cases. And Imran Khan will do that. To which Shahzeb Khanzada said, I'm willing to face any court of law. I'm very sure of my sources. And then he proceeded to ask Imran Khan 10 or 11 questions. Now, we don't have the time to go through all 10 or 11, but the gist is that, did you sell it to this person or not? Meaning Zahoor. Did you sell it to Zahoor or not? If you claim that this was sold in Pakistan, who did you sell it to in Pakistan? The watch, the bracelet, the pen, etc. Whatever was it in that box. Who did you sell it to in Pakistan? If you sold it to a person in Pakistan, where are the bank receipts? How much was it sold for? You know, all these very searching questions, legal questions, he has asked Imran Khan, and Imran Khan is quiet. The usual abuse of the PTI trolls, you know. Shahzeb Khanzada is a traitor, and he's a Jewish agent, he's a Hindu agent, and he should be thrown out of the country, he's a traitor, and etc., etc. And he's on the payroll of the Pakistan Army and the ISI. They've said everything except what needed to be said. That no, these are not the gifts that were given by Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Now, this has also destroyed Imran Khan's equation with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia was to visit Pakistan, and now that visit is cancelled. He's not coming there. Imran Khan did the same in 2014, 2015 with Xi Jinping. He was in the opposition then, he's in the opposition now. Even that time, he was in Islamabad and he ensured that the Chinese were so afraid of coming into Pakistan that they said, no, our president will not step foot. And the president of China has not stepped foot in Pakistan since that day. And the same has happened with Mohammed bin Salman. Mohammed bin Salman refused to enter Pakistan. Now, Pakistani was saying that he's setting up an oil refinery. You know, he's going to give Pakistan money. And I asked my Pakistani friends, why would the Saudi Arabs set up an oil refinery in Pakistan? For what? It can only be zakat. It can only be arms. It can only be to help. It doesn't make business sense. Because even the oil that Pakistan buys from Saudi Arabia is on deferred payment. So they buy oil today and they want to pay after 3, 4, 5 years. It does not make business sense to the Saudis or for the Saudis to create a refinery in Pakistan. You know, because that is the amount that they will lose in interest anyway. It's a losing proposition for the Saudis. But this is what was said, that they're coming with $4.5–5 billion and Prince Mohammed bin Salman will write a check and Pakistan's economic woes will be over, and they're setting up an oil refinery at the cost of $12 billion. Now, all that has gone down the drain simply because Imran Khan values the Prime Minister's chair more than he values the prosperity of his country. This is where Pakistan stands now. Another very important news coming out of Pakistan. In an interview to the TV channel France 24, Imran Khan is very happy giving interviews, and there is no day that goes by without Imran Khan addressing at least maybe a TV channel from Pakistan or abroad. You know, CNN, BBC, France 24, maybe the Turkish TV channels, He gets hold of somebody and he loves speaking to the media. This is how he communicates with his audience. Now, Imran Khan said, they will kill me again, they will try again to kill me. This is what he said. And this is what Imran Khan has been saying again and again, raising this entire bogey of an assassination threat, which he's been saying for quite some time. I think what is happening is that Imran Khan is dialing down. What Imran Khan is doing is that he's dialing down the rhetoric. It's okay to mention an assassination attempt and tell people that, oh, I'm going to be killed and there are people who are after me. That's all right, that's one thing. But the entire tone and tenor of Imran Khan has been diluted, has been dialed down to such an extent that Imran Khan sounds like a shadow of his previous self. He was a man who said, if I'm thrown out of power, मैं और भी खतरनाक बन जाऊंगा. I will become more dangerous if I'm thrown out of power. And for many months, he did. For many months, April onwards, Imran Khan was a terrifying force to Nawaz Sharif. Today, the things are slightly different. Imran Khan largely exists on Twitter and on social media. Imran Khan has lost the momentum that he had built up with so much of hard work and so much of toil as far as the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf workers were concerned. They worked day and night to build up that momentum. That momentum has been broken. Imran Khan wants elections, snap elections. He wants them now. He wants them today. But that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Shehbaz Sharif will never allow elections. Elections will happen in August. Unless a miracle happens. Unless something absolutely crazy happens. Which is not such a far-fetched thought as far as Pakistan is concerned. But till then, we can only wait and watch. Wait for 29th of November. That is when you will know whether General Bajwa is continuing or, a new army chief will take his place. And it's very sad. Pakistan and all Pakistanis, whether they're on Indian TV channels or, in other places all around the world, they keep saying we are a great democracy and we are a democracy, and they keep on repeating this word democracy. But the existence of Pakistan, it seems, revolves around the appointment of the Pakistan Army's Chief of Army Staff. Thank you very much for watching Checkmate. I'll catch you again next week. Till then, have a great weekend.